I guess that's where words stop, you know.
This circle, the circular hole, is a perfect circle. I doubt it occurred naturally as so perfect a circle.
Well, I formed the circle. You know, I gouged out the rotten wood with my hand. So that shows just how rotten it was. I mean, it wasn't easy, but I could. You know, a lot of it was very wet and moist, and it was really like organs, you know, of a body. And so I took out and then formed the edge of the hole with the rotten wood, and the darkness of the hole is achieved by making a very thin, fine edge that cuts the light into dark and light. So it is a constructed hole in that tree.
Can I say that making this sound like oddly sexual?
Was it really? I had no idea. I think that, you know, it's a very sensual. Yeah, maybe sexual. Yeah, no, I feel my art is fed by every emotion and feeling that I have.
So is all this happening on your own land?
No, well, that particular tree was growing on the boundary. I have 6 acres in front of my own house, which I very rarely work on. Most of the work occurs on farmers' fields around me, and I like the discipline of working on other people's land. I think that, and that's not some sort of hippie ideal. It's just that when I work on someone else's land, it makes me aware of the social nature of that landscape. And Britain is a landscape that's been fashioned over thousands of years and has a strong social nature to it. And it makes me aware of the farmer's touch and the people who pass through that landscape. And many of the works, most of the works are seen by farmers who come across me working.
You just did the hippie disclaimer that this wasn't like a hippie thing. Did you feel the need to say that because you think people project onto your work things that you aren't interested in and don't see there yourself?
Yes, I think probably, and there is a sort of you know, tendency to sort of romanticize work like mine as a lone figure in the landscape out there communing with nature and floating around and making these things with leaves and petals. But it's actually a really vigorous and intense physical and practically based process.
I'm wondering about the injuries you may have gotten over the years from lifting stone, from working with ice, from breaking twigs, from insects that might have interfered with your work. So I'm wondering, have you gotten any of these